everyone. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. It is June 1st, 2026, and I wanted to do a bonus reading for you. Today's message is whoever needs to hear this. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel, ending at Pisces. Timestamps will be in the description box. I do recommend that you watch your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And I don't need to say it, but I'm going to say it. As with all collective general readings, keep in mind that's exactly what this is. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else to hear. And with all of that said now, let's begin. Okay. Hello, Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're doing well. We had a lovely full moon in your sign, although it wasn't too lovely for me, but it was all right. Let's see. It was beautiful to look at. Let me tell you, it was great. And I put a lot of my cards out on the windowsill to absorb that beautiful energy. So I thank you very much for that. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back to your message. Hello, Sagittarius, and I'm back. Let's see what your message is at this time. We have past life, card number 14. Okay. Why is past life the message here for the Sagittarius collective? Sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Empress. And we have the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups. I feel like you have a past life connection coming in, but there's a Goliath you need to move beyond. And maybe some of you already have, and some of you are in the process of doing that, or some of you need to do that. Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. It's like someone's standing in the way. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Wands is clarified by 10 of Wands, Page of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like something or someone is trying to there's a past life soulmate here who's trying to connect with you in this lifetime. I don't think they knowingly know that, but there's an obstacle between you and them. Empress. Clarify the Empress. Like this person's just waiting. Like energetically, like the universe has them on hold. Like they're busy doing other things. They're in other situations, environments, connections, experiences. It's like they're on energetic standby. They're on energetic standby here, Sag. Tell me about the Empress. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Empress is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Fool, and the 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. You're delaying reconnecting with this person because you haven't taken a leap of faith to move in a new direction. So let's say I'm speaking to a Sagittarius. You're single and you're currently at a job, and you know that you need to move on from the job, but you haven't moved on from the job for whatever reason. In the meantime, you're desiring a love partnership, but you're like, I'm on a dating scene and I can't find anyone. It's like the moment you decide to leave the crappy job, because you find the new job and you make that transfer, that's then when the new person can come in. There's a block in the way. There's a block in the way between you, something you're currently 3 of Pentacles working on, situation, environment, or connection. They can't come in until you move on from that. 5 of Wands. Tell me about that 5 of Wands. This person's on energetic standby. I feel like I'm getting the image of a plane circling an airport, before they get clearance to land. Or they get diverted elsewhere. And it's you're like home base. Oh, you're like home base. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Wands is clarified by Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck, the Phoenix. You're stuck in this whatever situation, environment, or connection. And this other person, I want to know about the other person, and we'll see what you need to do about that person. But Someone's on energetic standby. Tell me about the soulmate that is waiting here. It's so odd. It's like, I feel like this is more romantic in nature, but take it how it resonates for you. There's like a burning flame. There's like, so for some of you, this is love, but for others of you, it could be like a business partner or something like that. You're the two of you are going to create something together, whether that means you're creating a romantic partnership together, a business partnership, some type of collaboration, something creative. Tell me about the new person. I just feel like they're blocked right now. They're blocked because you're unable to move on from someone or something like just yet. Whether you're contractually obligated, so you can't move on yet, or you feel morally obligated. There's something like, I can't let go of this yet. Tell me about the new first, Source. Tell me about the new first. Let me get one more shuffle there for you. Okay, thank you. Tell me about the new. Strength, Chariot, the Lovers. This connection is a past life soulmate connection, but it comes on the heels of Ten of Swords. You ending something else that you're in. So like I said, you're a single Sag, you're at a job you don't like. You're wondering why you can't find love. There's a reason why they can't come into your life. Like, you need to move to the next job. So maybe you meet them through the next job. Maybe they're a customer. Maybe they're a client. Maybe they work at that company. Check the human resource manual. Maybe they work in that building, or it's a different town and then you end up going to lunch somewhere and you meet them there. So there's something like that here at play. This person is on energetic standby. This person is on energetic standby. It's like the universe is holding them back. But the moment this closes out, they come in very quickly. What needs to close out here? So if you're wondering why you can't find blank, connect with blank, the type of business partner you want, or a friend, or the type of lover that you want, it's because your new beginning with them is sort of like you're sort of seven sorting yourself right now, by not taking a leap of faith in the new direction. And like I said, maybe some of you contractually can't. You're like, Jen, I can't leave this job. I have to stay here till December. Or I can't leave this person. I'm taking care of them. Like, maybe you're taking care of an elderly parent. And you're like, well, the moment they pass, not that I'm looking forward to that, but that's when I get to move forward. Maybe I relocate. But there's something like that, like you're morally or contractually obligated right now. So it is preventing someone new from wanting to come into your life. I want to know about what you're currently in. Yeah, tell me what they're currently in. What are they currently dealing with? One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance, Four of Wands, and the Phoenix. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Pentacles. So it could be like some of you, you've been thinking about relocating or moving. So I'm asking like what you're currently in that you need to move away from. It could be a marriage. It could be family. It could be someone you're taking care of. It could be the community you live in. It certainly could be a job here. I don't want to say you're putting up with this, but you're dealing with this right now. Or again, there's a feeling here of like, I can't leave yet, or I don't really know if I want to leave. But if you're wondering where blank is on the other side of this. Like the moment you depart from it and then you start this new life, Phoenix rising from the ashes, that's when you have a past life soulmate here that's waiting to come in. Tell me more about that Seven of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Ten of Cups, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Yep. That's exactly what's happening here. So again, whether it's a friend or a family member or a community or a lover, for some reason you're still connected or courted to them. The moment you step away is when the new life soulmate comes in. Ace of Pentacles, that's when you have the new beginning. Page of Wands, Two of Wands, look at that. It's like two people walking towards a doorway. Like then you're both free to walk towards this doorway. Death. It's quite the transformation for both of you, but it's possible for one of you watching. I'm not saying this person's going to die, but you might be taking care of someone who's ill. And it's like once they pass, I'm not wishing that. I'm not saying that I see that in the cards. I'm just saying for one of you watching, this almost feels like a little bit of a personal message right now. So don't take it if it's not yours. If you're taking care of someone who's elderly or they're sick or they're terminal, it's like once they pass, then you're going to like reinvent your life. Okay, maybe you relocate, or then you have you don't have this obligation anymore, and you're able to get out more into the community in time. Like that's when you're going to meet this person. So whenever this ends, or whenever you decide to relocate, if that's what you want to do, don't make the cards make you do that, right? Please don't do that if you're not looking to do that. I just feel like there's a situation, environment, or a connection that you do know that you want to move on from, or you feel like you should move on from it. Once you do, that's when this other person comes into your life. Anything else we need to know about the other person, other than they come in very quickly the moment this other cycle here closes out? Anything else we need to know about the other person? They could be a Leo. They could be a Cancerian. They could be a Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else about this person? Two of Swords, the World card, and the Three of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Talk about divine timing. Yeah, as soon as you make the decision, Two of Swords, to close that out, or it naturally closes out for you, that's when the collaboration comes in. That's when you meet this person. And you meet them in a place you're not expecting to meet them. You meet them at the grocery store. You meet them at the library. You meet them at the new job. You know, you relocate and they're, I don't know, a member of the homeowners association, or they're your neighbor. I get this feeling here. I'm looking at that Three of Pentacles, which in this deck only actually shows two people. In the middle, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's almost like the universe brings you together. This like source of light. Remember I had said in those two cards, it's like the two of you walking through a doorway, and the doorway was really bright. And it's like, and then the two of you meet each other. And it's such an off chance. It's such an off chance. So it's a workplace, it's a store, it's something like that. Could be a new job or a new community. So when you move on from this, you unexpectedly meet this person. So it is all happening in divine timing. Oh, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune in your deck also shows a doorway that is glowing. So in divine timing, when you're ready to move on, or when that closes out for you, like I said, by force or by choice, then this new person comes in. So you have a past life soulmate on your path. And I think that's the message Source wants to get through to you. So if you're not obligated to this and you know you have to leave, I would start making arrangements to leave so this person can come in. If you're obligated to this and you think there's no life after this ends, there is. Okay, there's something else here waiting for you. Professional, platonic, or romantic, you claim it how you want. 3 cards of advice here for Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool, your new beginning. Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. As soon as you walk away from whomever or whatever this is, yes, you have this new beginning. It starts off really small. Strong on the water placements here, but it doesn't have to be. But there's something like a very small little meetup. And I feel like this person's very emotionally stable, and they're very mature. They're very generous. This person is very, on the surface, they may appear to be a little emotionally detached, but they're not. I feel like this person is a very loving person. I know that the King of Cups is is that the 3rd or 2nd decan of Aquarius? It might be the 3rd. But so on the surface, they might not seem like a real, I don't want to say kind person. They don't wear their emotions on their sleeve. But it's the 2nd decan of Pisces. So it's the boss that knows how to treat you right, even though they don't come across as too mushy or something like that. It's a love partner that knows how you like your coffee. There's something like that here. There's something very sweet and very genuine and very like generous about this person. So they enter your life when the other person exits your life, or you move on from them. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, at this time. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.